back to Kibbs Studio with another episode of Castlevania, Symphony of the Night, with your host, Kibbs and friend
Dyson.
So,
Yay.
peanuts, throw it, press up, catch it, get achievement. Chock full of nuts.
Before this, we were...
I wanna... Okay. I am today's year-old, well, minus 2 weeks. That's the Alucard sword, by the way, how it swings.
Oh, nice.
Looks just like the Alucard sword,
Right.
like in the beginning. But I was, a couple weeks ago, that days old, when I found out how to catch a fucking peanut.
In this game?
Yeah. And all you do is just stand underneath it and press up. When it's falling down, he catches it.
Yeah.
What the fuck? So we kind of wait here a minute until
Right.
that opens up, because that's where we need to go.
Before this, I was mentioning one of my favorite toys as a kid. Are there any that you still remember that
off camera
were your
there.
favorites? Yeah. Mine was Tickle Me Elmo. I fucking love that toy.
You know, I was trying to think about that right now.
G.I. Joes and Hot Wheels were my other ones.
We had G.I. Joes, we had Hot Wheels, we had the old OG Nintendo, OG Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toys. They're missing, so is our G.I. Joes.
Right.
Our mom says we sold them at a garage sale, but I want to call bullshit on that one.
I wasn't much of a Transformer, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle
We had
kid.
a few
Not
Transformers.
toys, but I like the shows and stuff.
Yeah, we had the toys for those. I want to say, honestly, I didn't have a singular favorite toy, but I would say my Star Wars collection of toys that I had from the mid '90s and such, when they re-released the original trilogy the first time, and they didn't really change much. They didn't change much at all, really. They just had a re-release for it because it was X amount of years after them all.
Oh, yeah.
So that's when I was into Star Wars before that, because my parents had it on VHS and shit.
I love the name of these enemies.
Skulleran. But I would say my Star Wars toys that I still have.
Right. I was also big into Lego, and the
Dude, I got a
Legos.
shit ton of Legos.
The Lego stuff that I would get were always the Star Wars stuff,
Oh, nice.
and I still have them built in a special container in our extra room
There's a secret right here.
with stuff wrapped around them, so they'll still stay built and stuff.
There you go.
I have a bunch of them.
You didn't crackle them? Glue. Hot glue. Crazy glue?
Some of them I did. Not all of them are, and that's what I need to do.
My son he thought about that with some of his toys, like his Marvel ones he has right now, that from recent sets.
Right, yeah.
He thought about doing those, that way they'll stay together and he can use them and play with them all the time. And I told him I'm fine with that if he wants to. I mean, sure, you can rebuild, but you buy sets to build the set, right?
Right.
So if you want to build that, if he wants to build, then I'll buy him box sets of like just random pieces.
Right.
Besides, I've been wanting to do that with my old Lego sets, because I have Lego sets from like the early 80s and such that are like Knights and Robin Hoods, Pirates and City. And then I'm just standing there again for some odd reason. Come on, Kibbs.
I
Chop, Kibbs.
had a regular just bunch of fucking Legos to just build random shit with too, but I always loved the sets.
I got some Star Wars. I got some Minecraft. I got some. I got an old Egyptian set. Not old. I'd say 90s.
I think in the future, when I have children, I'll probably try and get them into the Star Wars stuff and build.
See, there's the mist form, but I need mist to pass there, so we have to go around.
Nice.
And to go around is a mini boss. And I want to point out that up in here, on the top of the ceiling, is a secret entrance that I forgot about, and we do come back for it, but much later in this series.
But you do go back.
We do go back.
Nice.
Because there's some items in there that you can pick up. I don't use all the items that you see picking up here. It's my 17th playthrough of this game, so I mean I don't need to.
The reason I want to build them with my kids is because that's who did them with me. It was my dad. He was like, "Yeah, I'll build them with you."
Yeah, when I was a kid, I actually, sad story, built them by myself, really. I didn't get that much help. And
Right.
Jack, my son, he builds them pretty good for the most part, but a lot of the times I build the sets for him. He asked me to.
That's Richter.
Yeah, right? So it's kind of weird. What's Richter doing down here? What's Richter summoning? So he realizes it's a Belmont, right? He says, attack my castle, right?
Uh-huh.
I think Alucard picks up on that. My castle. Okay. He doesn't right now, but I think he does after the fight. Which, you know, Minotaur. And, Werewolfius.
Yeah, werewolfy boy.
Werewolf's kind of small, in my opinion.
Right.
And he's already dead. And
You have a silver weapon?
Yeah. I'm using my combat knife. Yeah, here it is.
Oh boy.
Ooh, the plot thickens. 260.
Some minions, deal with this for me.
Why'd you do that? No. But it's okay. Up
You
first,
go back
go.
up? Yeah. Like, I'll just go back up and all this.
And here is the form of mist.
Yay.
And I forget how to use it for a minute, but I'm like, oh yeah. You press L1 and R1 simultaneously.
Oh, it's one of those, yeah.
Because L1 is the wolf, R1 is the bat. And
Both
L1
of them
and
is the
R1
mist.
Yeah, but it doesn't tell you here either. Like,
So you're like, fuck. So we get to see you do all this and
I just
then...
did it. Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Nice.
It only lasts for a couple seconds until you get the power of the mist.
Right.
Then there's the gas cloud. And here's the blood cloak.
Nice.
It's like super bright red.
It's pretty good.
Nah, it raises my luck down by 1.
Fun.
I don't think I'd equip it though, but it's like a bright red in color.
Right.
Yeah, I don't use everything.
Right. I mean, yeah, it's like, I always use best gear.
There's a cloak you can buy where you can change the colors yourself. And it's a separate menu in like the options from the character menu.
Oh, okay.
And there's a da 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 da.
I have my form of mist now.
So with the form of mist, I need to head back to the library.
You need to do all kinds of
Because in the library, there's a spot there where I can travel through some bars and get the power of the bat.
Oh yeah. Gotta get the mist to get the bat.
Yep, I believe so. I believe so.
How many different familiars are in the game?
6?
Damn, and you only have one so far?
Because you have the demon, then you have the end demon, which is called Nose Demon. It's the same thing as the demon, but it has like this weird like, it's like Guy Fawkes mask on. You have the sword familiar. You have the bat, the skull. Okay, there's maybe 7 actually, maybe 8. Then you have the fairy, and the fairy. There's a sword. So there's 8. Let me count them again. Demon, Nose Demon, Fae and Fairy, Ghost, Bat, Sword.
I think it's 7 because I think last time you said sword twice.
Okay, I might have, yeah.
Because I heard it on your first hand, then you did it on your second hand. So is the sword like the definitely attacky boy out of all of them?
It attacks the most.
Yeah.
Now that I've freed myself from that evil incantation of a fucking barrier, I can reach those staircase where the one ring is at, but I can't get quite to yet.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it floats around, and it's a long sword, and it'll like go towards the enemy, and then just do a big circle.
Right.
Fly over, do another big circle. I think it does a couple times before it flies back.
Doing like a spinny slash kind of thing. The link spin.
But like 2D stuff.
Right. Like this way on your screen, kind of a thing, like that. Yeah. So like if Alucard would have taken it and just, from his point of view, just threw it, and it just spun like that.
Right. Yeah. Like end over end.
Right.
So the shield rod, I don't use it much, but I think it is stronger than what I have, and I use it for a little while. But see, my defense goes up, my attack goes down, so I might not use it. But if you press both attack buttons, which in this case would be my weapon and my shield button at the same time, I activate the weapon of the shield. Well, the shield's like hidden power.
Oh, gotcha.
And each one has a certain kind of hidden power, but for some reason I don't do it. That is what the shield rod does. It's like you just kind of shoot it out.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's like a little.
So is it kind of like a mace almost, the way he's
in a way.
swinging it? Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can do that. Does it really do anything? Or does it seem
I
like
think
it
might hurt
guys?
them a little bit. Yeah, I think it might hurt them when they walk into it.
It's like the first time they touch it, kind of a thing.
Maybe.
Because it didn't seem like, as they continued to touch it, that it was really doing anything. But it was like the first touch, it was like, oh, that hurt. And then after that, they dodge it.
See, it's lucky to kill the guy's owl. And he's like, oh, you bitch. I craft my owl while you kill me.
Oh,
like,
you fucker.
You stabbed me with shield rod. And this guy's guarding fucking green tea.
Hi, Gravekeeper. Thanks for the green tea. Fucking nasty.
I like green tea.
Huh?
I like green tea.
I mix regular tea and green tea.
Like your own version of Arnold Palmer.
Yeah, that's my mom showed me how to make it, and I like it a lot. Because normally, I will drink regular green tea. It's fine. There's just certain brands that I've had of green tea that are fucking gross.
Lipton with the citrus in it tastes pretty good.
I
also drink it because it helps break down kidney stones.
Yeah, that's true. I do like some of it with a lot of citrus. To me, it's more like specific brands are gross.
So the thing on the half horse there is called a Valhalla Knight. And they're a pain in the ass. As you can tell.
Right.
Get it, Kibbs. Get it. Oh.
You been watching any more Dragon Ball Z?
No. I got to the episode 259 or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, they're fusion stuff.
Yeah. They just got fusion. They did the Super Saiyan fusion. But right as they were talking to Majin Buu about it, they just defused. Mm-hmm. And they sped off. And
Trunks and Goten.
Yeah. So I know what Gotenks is.
Right.
And Gohan was using the Z sword and it broke on that when Supreme Kai made that big block of the hardest metal known to the universe, and he tosses it at him. What do you think was going to happen, you know?
Right.
But then it unleashed that dirtier version of
Elder
Supreme Kai, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, this is funny. And fucking Goku's like, I can get you a date with the Earth Girl. It's like, oh yeah, you're just like Master Roshi. Oh my god, no.
Master Roshi's still a bigger perv.
And then he's doing that little dance around Gohan. I do this for 5 hours to power it up.
Yeah. Woo. So he has unleashed Gohan's power.
Not quite.
Not quite. He's in the process of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna see what they call Power Unleashed.
The way they have it listed, I'm on the first episode of season 9, which is the last season of Dragon Ball Z.
There you go.
And I've seen a few of the movies. I know they don't really necessarily line up.
The only canon Dragon Ball movie is Dragon Ball Super Broly.
I wonder if the ones that have Gohan finding Icarus, though, because in the actual series, Icarus is there a couple episodes.
Right.
And then he's gone after that.
I think the episodes he's in might even be not non-canon, like the normal episodes.
So here's the goat room to transport.
Gotcha.
And then there's the horse.
Does it take you to a random one, or?
It goes in order. There's a snake. And the snake is down there where the underground catacombs is.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I see it. I always have to look for your flash
Flashy.
to see where you are. Yeah.
I guess I decided to go here for whatever reason. Not sure yet. There's still 14 minutes left
Oh,
in
to
this
kill
episode.
gremlins. That's why.
To kill the gremlins.
One of my favorite movies.
Dun 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 dun
Love
dun
Gremlins.
dun dun.
I love that
dun,
it's also
dun, dun,
considered a
dun,
horror
dun,
movie,
dun.
but to me it's more of a comedy.
It's a comedy adventure.
Yeah. I mean, Gizmo is the most useful character in that entire both movies.
He is, he's like the droids of Star Wars. He is to Star Wars.
Dude.
Yeah.
Fucking. I literally looked up a list to see. It was like, do the people who make Star Wars have a list of the strongest, like most powerful droids in the Star Wars universe? And they do. And
Who they listed as?
like the strongest?
Yeah.
R2D2, because of how useful he is. Like the shit he's done.
Okay, I can see that.
Not like firepower and stuff like that, but
See,
like
that's what I was referring to as firepower and shit. 'cause
firepower. I think it was.
It's gotta be one of the assassin droids.
It was HK.
HK.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know if it'd be like HK or IG because IG is pretty. Fucking,
IG was like right before him,
Yeah.
but like strongest it was considered HK. And there was also the evil version of like C3PO and R2D2.
C3PX.
Yeah, and the evil version of R2, whatever he is.
I don't remember the name.
He
of that
was
one.
he wasn't the brains of the. He hung out with 3PX, but he was like R2D2, but with just like crazy weapons inside of him. But I mean, yeah, R2 is just
All I know
the
is
most useful droid ever.
in the Star Wars saga that we play.
I mean, fuck, it's like super. It's like those super battle droids that attack him, and he literally takes them out with oil and then lights it on fire. Like,
Right? He's pretty ruthless, dude.
Yeah, like he doesn't give a fuck. It's like, oh, you're a battle droid. The electricity, just he fights that evil undercover droid, General Grievous R7,
Oh
a
yeah.
gold one. They go on a fight, and it's like R2D2 doesn't even
And
have
then
to
you're gonna see
try.
a couple episodes pretty soon in Star Wars Clone Wars where R2 just is a badass among
Oh,
badasses.
there's already been
There's
multiple
more.
episodes.
No, there's more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hope there is, because he's my favorite Star Wars character. So
Like he does good,
he's on screen, I'm happy. Like he saves Mace Windu and
right?
Anakin Skywalker when they're crushed by the ship. He literally flies the ship by himself and shoots down some, those like bad droid ships,
Ooh, he was close to dying there.
And like whenever Boba Fett and that group are after him because they think it's Mace Windu, and he still gets away, on that. I forget what they call him, but the thing that lets him do the light speed travel. You got the Ice Brand.
Ice Brand, which should do some damage to some of these people.
But like,
Well, I have stats for C3PX to fight him on Star Wars Saga. I just don't remember if it's in this book or.
on the list that they had like the 27 most powerful.
Mm-hmm.
The bottom of the list was C3PO because
Yeah, he makes sense.
he's been useful like 2 times. But he was but at the times he was useful, they were important, Like whenever the Ewoks saw him as a god, It's like that was pretty useful.
Probably his most usefulness ever.
Yeah. And it was like, okay, it's cool. He was made by Anakin Skywalker. Okay. Out of scrap, basically. Like,
And
that's
they
neat.
had their mummy wiped at the end of episode 3.
Yeah, which always
So in
pisses
episode
me.
4, when they saw him,
Which always pissed me off. I'm like,
But
at
did
least-
Anakin Vader forget about him? Because if he did, then why didn't he I remember those droids. They belong to me. You know? Why didn't you take them?
At that point, Anakin was dead. Was how they always explain stuff,
Yeah.
It was Darth Vader is a different person.
But if he came back later on, that means Anakin was always alive. He just suppressed.
Yeah. But he literally was Anakin for like 5 minutes before he died again, because that entire time, it wasn't the cybernetics keeping him alive, it was literally his hate that kept him alive that entire time.
See, here I try again.
Try
Jumping,
getting up there.
But I don't have any magic to transform, and I'm like, fuck. So go on a killing spree for a minute, I think.
Right. But I've also found I went to go find a list of the strongest Force users, And if you go by not canon, like the books and stuff, then the most powerful Force user ever ended up being Luke. Like, with all the stuff he did.
Without the books?
No, with the books.
With the books?
With the books. He's the most powerful. Without, they say that it was either Rey or Ben is one of them, or they were tied. That's what it was.
Luke gets super strong in the books. You know,
exactly.
The old canon,
like, and that's why
he
he's so
super
strong.
does. But like, honestly, in my opinion, I like Kibbs Studio the best. I think his name was.
He was on the list, but
he was the one that had the lightsaber, and he switched it to a different mode. The lightsaber extended out longer and became a little bit more powerful. It's called like a two-phase lightsaber.
Right.
It has two different effect crystals in it.
Right.
And you can make him in the saga.
I also did look at like I was like, okay, who are the best like lightsaber duelists out there, just to make sure I had the right answer, and I did. As Mace Windu. Like,
yeah, he's actually one of
he was
only humans that know a lot of different forms.
He was the only ever Force user that mastered every form.
Yeah.
Of lightsaber technique. I was like, every form? Jesus.
And there's one that he uses that it's like never used by anybody else.
Yes, he's the only one who uses
I think
it.
Master Yoda knows it, and he doesn't even use it himself. He has his own specific type. His species has his own specific type.
Yes. Yeah. And apparently Mace Windu knew that type.
Kibbs, you need to heal yourself. Yeah.
That was one of the crazy things that I learned. Is like Mace Windu can use that type, that Yoda species can.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn. One of the best was also Count Dooku, apparently, when it came to lightsaber
Count Dooku was, yeah.
But also Anakin, and then he got even better as Darth Vader.
I bet that. I don't know about that.
That's what they say, but that's because he was also stronger. So when people get into the lightsaber battles, he was just like,
because it was metal against fucking Sanu and shit,
yeah,
you know.
And
so like he was stronger that way.
But he whenever he was going through the Jedi training, he focused more on his lightsaber technique than he did his connection to the Force.
I still feel like Vader doesn't have that much finesse, being bulky as he is.
Maybe if he wouldn't have. So basically, from what the people who made the books and stuff said, and there's alternate like realities that they've looked into to see what Anakin could have become. Really, what was supposed to happen was that he was supposed to be basically a great Jedi. He was supposed to be, because his dad's the Force. Like, he's supposed to be able to use dark and light side.
Right. Yeah.
And be a Force for just neutral, like for the Force, you know, kind of a thing.
Well, Lucas is actually a little upset how Star Wars ended, anyways.
Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Lucas. George Lucas.
Oh, George. Yeah. So was Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
But so apparently, even if he went to the dark side, if he would have kept a mostly human body, he would have been even stronger in the Force than he was as, you know, the Darth Vader we know. And he was already strong in it. He mastered the techniques of when he became Darth Vader. He mastered Force waves, which is the thing where you don't even have to move your hand, nothing. You just send out waves of Force, and it just destroys shit.
Hence his anger, his temper tantrums,
his hatred and anger, and
stop looking at the map and play the game, Kibbs.
And it was how accurate he was with the Force and how strong he got, and why it was impressive is because he was a little over half more robot than he was human, and he was that strong with the Force. So if he would have been mostly human, his connection to the Force and how powerful he would have been insane.
More human than human.
And if he was a gray Jedi like he was supposed to be, then he would have been by far the strongest Force user to ever exist.
I can see that.
Like, strong enough to be like, oh, there's 10 Sith Lords coming at me at once.
They had a comic strip, not really a comic strip, but it was like a little one-shot kind of thing. It was a what-if story where Luke died, Vader lived, Vader went to the good side, and he was all white instead of all black.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was weird.
I mean, if he went,
maybe.
If Luke, like the story we know, Luke, of course, lived, but Darth Vader did go back to the good side. He became Anakin again, and he survived for 5 minutes because his body wasn't strong enough to stay alive.
Right.
With the light side of the Force. It was. But he was able to become a Force Ghost, you know, so it's like we know he was strong in the Force to be able to do that.
Yeah, he had the training
And he didn't even train in it, was the thing. He was able to do Force Ghosts without...
The Force was...
I mean, it was his
like,
dad.
so strong with him, you know?
Yeah.
Right? That they
Like,
kind of,
like Qui-Gon.
Yeah.
Like Qui-Gon was impressive because he was able to train himself to be able to do it when
It
he
still
died.
took Qui-Gon a while to get to it,
do
though.
it.
You know?
And then Obi-Wan, he trained himself to be able to do that when he
Qui-Gon
died.
and Yoda trained him how to do it.
Yep. And, of course, Yoda was trained in it. And I was glad to see at the end of episode 9 that Kylo Ren was.
Yeah.
You know, well, Ben, sorry.
I think
Ben
at that
Solo.
point they kind of just, like, make it automatic. That's what it felt like to me. Like, oh,
That's what I
learn
thought too, but I was like, maybe
everybody with
he...
a heart, you know, kind of like the flying Nimbus in a way. You gotta
Mhm.
have a good heart and shit.
And so the way that they did the Force healing, Rey and Ben, theirs is actually different from Baby
to the
Yoda's.
library.
But their Force healing is actually different from Baby Yoda's. Their
The
Force,
child.
yeah, the child. So, their Force healing, Rey and Ben's, is more of like a transfer of life force,
Okay.
and that's why Ben died,
Okay.
because he brought her back to life, and he was the one who died instead,
Okay,
kind of a thing.
yeah.
Baby Yoda's is strictly the Force. He's using the Force to heal. And because he's so young, using the Force drains him of energy, and that's why he goes to sleep.
Every time he does anything big,
Any kind of Force thing, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a baby, so he goes to sleep.
like even when he force choked that one,
The girl, because they were arm wrestling, he was
Yeah.
like,
you passed out from
just-
that too.
yeah, and
That is not okay.
but his Force healing is not a transfer of life force. It's literally just Force. So he has that natural talent, basically.
I think I'm hopefully trying to head to the first rings side over here.
Yeah, there's only a couple more minutes left. On the
Yeah, I was gonna say
episode.
this episode's almost about over. I'm pretty sure the next safe spot.
I'm very excited for Mandalorian season 2.
Is it coming out sooner, or is it gonna be like?
They said that
Was it the end of
they're
this year?
still trying to stay on schedule for it starting in October this year, the second
hopefully
season.
everybody stays healthy.
Yeah, like,
Stay safe, stay healthy.
yep. So, we'll see.
Well, hopefully soon.
And, but yeah, I'm just excited to see, more.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Ahsoka.
there's still plenty of Clone Wars coming out soon too as well. They're doing every like.
I like
once a
I
week
like
kind of
that she
thing.
has the new lightsaber fighting style with the 2, and she has like the green and yellow blade,
Yeah, she has a shorter one,
Uh-huh.
a lightsaber Shoto is what they call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that one's yellow and the big one's green.
Mhm.
But in Rebels, she has white ones. Yeah.
I haven't seen those yet. I gotta watch Rebels now.
Yeah, she has white sabers, and she will in Mandalorian also.
So this whole time I've been rocking like
Oh,
22
and
health
from
points,
concept
25
art
health
that was
points.
leaked of Mandalorian season 2, we might see another Clone Wars character along with Ahsoka that will meet the Mandalorian.
I hope it's Rex.
That's who it was. I
Yeah.
was like, yes.
Fuck yeah. Better make him tough and shit, you know.
So,
So I need to get into there in order to get where I want to go, but I can't. No.
I know that Cody and Rex had their chips removed, so they didn't do Order 66. Or
Yeah.
how many others had that, and
There
probably
was
not
quite a
very
few
many.
from what I understand.
Right. But definitely a small number. Like, I'm hoping 5s, maybe.
Well,
You know?
stay tuned next time as
Yeah.
we
We'll talk more
get the
Castlevania.
freaking rings and
Yeah.
maybe talk more Castlevania and
definitely Star Wars.
Star Wars for
Star
sure.
Wars is
and
good.
Bit of D&D, but
Yeah.
catch you next time.